Welcome to the Chief's Garage, and thanks for tuning in. As I said in one of the previous videos, I'm going to begin posting some of my stills. So for all of you who have subscribed and those who hit the like button and sent, comments, thank you guys. I appreciate it. So from here, what we're going to do is I'm going to break down all of the different areas of my Fox body and what I did over the time that I was piecing it together. I'm going to try to keep these videos to around 10 minutes or so. I don't want to, your time's precious, don't want to take all of your time, but I want to be able to do short versions of how I went about putting this all together. Some of it is no particular order, but I'll group it all together for you so that you can see how I went through suspension and, of course, interior and how I resolved some of the problems that inherently come with a Fox body. But some of them just, bad practices from the previous, owners' support. I don't think that they were mechanics at all, but there was just so much stuff and screws that don't match and things like that. But as I go through, I'll do the best that I can to tell you where I purchased and what materials I used to put together to do this. And in that process, if I leave something out, or if you're, have a question about where I got certain things, leave me a comment, and tell me what it is that you think and what you're looking for and how I came about it. And you'll hear me use several of the same distributors over and over and over because they were just the go-to place to find all the parts. So stick around. There's going to be several parts to this. Hope you enjoy it. Thumbs up. Send me a like. Send me a dislike if it doesn't work for you. Tell me what you want to see if the content isn't good for you. And let's get out there and build something. See you around, guys. So, guys, this is what I discovered. 1990, March 1990, to be a closer matter of fact. Mustang GT and Wild Strawberry EL with a YJ titanium, some say gray metallic lower. It was in a storage unit that was in my city. You can see on the corner back there, there's a kit car on the right. And if you look on the left over there, it was a Cosworth Vega sitting in there as well. But the owner wanted to get rid of it. It had been setting for about 7 or so years. You can see the paint's completely gone. Still had the original turbine wheels on it. Just a worn out little pony. And I was glad to get this car because it was just something I'd been looking for. This is getting it home, and I put it in the driveway, and there it's set for a couple days, and we had it in the garage doing some assessment to see what it would be that we would turn this into. And so there goes the challenge. The challenge is, what can this be? If you got in the driver's seat, you'd really notice that the front seat rocked back and forth. We always had an issue with these Mustangs and it pulling this stud you see there in the cross member out of the floor. Uh, this one was completely broken out. Now you could go to LMR and you can buy this complete cross member. You take all the carpet out, drill all the spot welds, and you can replace that. But in this case, I opted to not do that, but to actually fix it. So here you can see I cut the stud out of the floor, tried to get as much of the weakened metal as I could. This is probably about 20 gauge, and I think I put 18 gauge in there to repair it. Um, Cut out a new patch panel for it, got it all fitted up. And once it was all fitted up, I basically just took that patch panel and put the original stud back into it from the broken out section. So there you have it, pretty much set in place, all ground smooth. And I did buy the original paint color from late model restoration to restore that. And I don't have a picture of that, but it was completely restored. This is a seat back. So the seat back was actually also broken for you guys who've tackled this before. This car was optioned with a lumbar support, and that's why you see this like fabric on the side. You'll get a better picture in a second, but it's all, stress fatigued from the owner who had it. This is the opposite side of the seat panel. It's basically broken on both sides, left and right, and then several other places that you'll get a chance to see here. It had cracks all along the radius of the seat, and so the notorious gangster lean, that's where that really all comes from. So if you're suffering from that with your seat, you can go buy other pans. The pans of all the years are the same, or you could take all the upholstery off and fix that yourself. This is the top of the seat pan, right up at your shoulder level, and you can see it's pulled the uh, the actual heat spot wells right out of it. So this is a view of this, and of course this was a pretty optioned car, and it had a lumbar support that was pneumatic with a little pump in there, and that's that bag you see there. Uh, I just used a simple in-house Lincoln welder to fix this. This is like Lincoln 150, 175, runs on 120 amp power, and put the C-pan together. I got the upholstery from Late Model Restoration. This shows you the back seat, and this is the seating section. That's the old stinky, smell like feet bottom, and replaced it with the same material. You can get those deal at kits available. Stripped all of the interior out. I put something similar to boom mat in all of the floor. There was a little bit of rust, surface rust on the driver's side panel, but I cleaned that all up and treated it and painted it back the original color. Took the carpets completely out. You can see the replacement carpet, also from Late Model Restoration. Laid it on my front deck, let it stay in the sun until it was supple. Put it into the car, and once I got it into the car, it laid out nice. This is a driver's seat side. I really needed to take a couple of pictures. Wanted to see how all the rods and the hog clips were in there originally, so that I could put it back together. And I was able to do that pretty easy. So not a really uh, tough job to do receipts, but you got to be patient and you're gonna have to learn a few tricks. So I would tell you, look at YouTube and kind of figure out how that goes. That's the finished product, original seat tweeds. They look like they did from the factory. A shot of the rear view with the carpet in, and the seats all back together. All the original panels with this car are in. This was a console delete car, so it doesn't have a console armrest in it. But it does have a full console, and of course with power windows, uh, power mirrors, cruise control. This car is a 308 rear end car. Like I said, highly optioned, leather wrapped steering. It's a 1990, so you have airbags and no tilt steering wheel because you didn't have that in those years. And a couple of shots in here that you'll see that me with the interior all together. Now, this is not the order that all the stuff went in, but I wanted to group this into sections where you can see it. You can see down there the little button for the lumbar support. Um, I think it came out pretty well. Carpet's in nice and neat. Doesn't smell like feet inside anymore. Anybody can do this, guys. You can see I have new door panels in it, and they also came from Late Model Restoration along with the screw kit. So I would tell you, if you're looking to do some of this, you can do it. All in my two-car garage, all done by me, mostly by myself. And yeah, get out there, guys, and build something. Thanks for watching.